Hello guys, we're back again with another episode of our manager's journey with Walsall FC in FIFA 20 career mode. This is 1920 Gaming, and before anything else, once again I'd like to thank you all for being here. And we get today's episode underway being on the notifications page. As you can see, Braga have offered us 7.2 million for Ito. Now this is a bit of an interesting one because I think I've touched on before that he's going to be going down at some point this season in his overall, just due to his age and the way that FIFA works. There you go, he's gone -1 already, so it's happening quicker than I thought it would, but on the other side of that coin, I feel like he's enjoying his best start to a season that he's ever made for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and negotiate the offer. If we can squeeze a little bit more out of them, then we'll consider it. 7.2 at 29, and the fact that he's already gone down in overall when his value is only 6.5 million is really not that bad an offer. But I feel like because of the form that he's in at the moment, that for me personally, I think he's probably worth more than that. Especially to us, club at the size that we are. It's probably going to cost a lot more than 7.2 million to be able to replace him. So we'll try and get 9.5 maybe. Yeah, we'll try 9.5 first and just see what they say. If we can get that, then bonus, it's 3 million more than what his actual value is. So are they going to accept that or not? They actually are. It's not even a negotiation really. We've told them we want 9.5, they said fair enough, so it's all up to the player himself now. So as you'll know, we're starting, as well as with the Ito thing to take care of today, we've got to start with Midland derby against West Brom. And as well as that, we've also got another couple of games, and they are Hull and Bristol City. So we've got a few tough games today. We're going to do the press conference for a change, with it being the Midland derby and all. And they're starting off by saying McKeith's in good form, which is the whole team, to be honest, is in good form at the moment. So yeah, we'll see whether he's going to play or not, but McKeith's very happy at the moment anyway. And it's not been the greatest start to the season so far. That's a really odd question, considering I think we're perfect in the league at the moment. So yeah, we'll just say, of course, promotion as a thing is probably out of our reach at the moment. I don't really know. All I said, like I said in the pre-season episode that we did, if you caught that you'd know. If not, then as usual, as a realistic thing, we've gone up a division, so there's really no pressure this season. If we don't get up, we don't get up. It's a new division, so of course before even thinking about that, staying in the division is probably what you should be thinking about. That would make more sense. But that's the press conference over anyway. We are away at the Hawthorns today, and we're going to go, I think, as strong as we can possibly go. It makes sense, everyone's fit, so the only reason that we're not playing Lecco, for anyone who doesn't know, is because we've got to play 2 youth academy graduates in 50% of the games at least. But he has been coming on and he's been doing well, so it's not an issue. His contract states that he's only a rotation player anyway, so it's not like it's upsetting him or anything. If anything, it probably hurts us more, because obviously Lecco will probably score a lot more goals than Tremblay will. But it is what it is, that's what the club wants, so that's almost, if you like, a decision that's come from upstairs. But without wasting more time, let's get into this first game. The games themselves are going to be highlights just at the moment while we're in the transfer window, just to keep things ticking along, because I don't want the videos to be too long. And like I say, we have got other games against Hull and Bristol as well in this episode. So yeah, the game itself, we played really well. We dominated it, to be honest, from start to finish. It was easier than I was expecting that it were gonna be. We do bag ourselves a few goals as well. We end up with a clean sheet. So yeah, everything's ticking along really nicely at the moment, and yeah, there's nothing that I can moan about really. Leko, as you can see, does come on and he gets his goal again. So yeah, everyone is in really good form at the moment. The performances since Derby really have been really dominant. We've took to the league really well this season, and long may that continue. As you can see, another one goes flying in here. And yeah, it ends up 4-0, as you can see, so we really can't moan at that, going away to a Midland rival and beating them like that on their own patch. So with it being the Albion game, we've decided to go into the press conference, and we did play McKeith in the end today, and he did play well, so obviously we want him to keep his momentum going. We want all the players to at the moment. Like I say, we're playing really good at the moment. Even when we struggled against Derby performance-wise, we still got a really good win. So, yeah, like they've just said about Leko there, he came on, he did really well. But obviously, like I've answered it, the whole team's done really well at the moment. And we dealt a strong blow to our rival today. Yeah, we did. But today was a good day. They may not all be like this, so we just enjoy it while they are, I suppose. So with the press conference now pretty much took care of, the game itself took care of, we're just going to jump into a bit of training. As you can see, we've got Tyler in there at the moment. Now he's going to be staying there till he reaches 70. Because we've got to keep playing Tremblay, he's going to be in there the whole season. And now, as you can see, we've got a lot of scout reports back from players that I've put on their wingers as well, funnily enough. So we may be able to have a look if we've got all the information now. If he does go, we don't need to rush at the moment because he's still here. But if Ito does go, then we can have a look at some of these players that I've put on here to replace him. We've got Cantwell and Berahino. Berahino's on there basically because I feel like we still need to bolster our options up front. But yeah, we've got a few options here now. We'll probably go through them more as Ito leaves, if he does leave. We have got a Dharma on there, a Traore that is. We've got a few on there. We've got Saint Maximin on there. We've just scouted pretty much everyone. This Jeremy Doku guy is someone that I like the look of. But we've got time, like I said at the beginning of the season, we don't need to rush decisions at the moment. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to jump into the whole game, which again is going to be highlights. The players in the main seem fit enough to go strong again. So why would we not? Yeah, so I'll see you after the game, guys. And as you just saw there, what an absolutely brilliant display again from start to finish. Dominated the game. Tactically, we were spot on. We know Hull have not had a brilliant start to the season. So from the first whistle, we went for goals, we went for the throat straight away. We got them, and from there on, we just completely controlled the game again. Now, as the pitch stuff has finished, we've got Ito situation now. So as you can see, he has actually now gone, which leaves a space for someone else to come in. I wasn't expecting to have to replace players this season. I wanted to just add to the depth of the squad. But obviously these things happen. I looked at the end of the season last season and he was in decline. So yeah, I kind of knew that it was coming, and I suppose now we are actually going to have to make a decision. There's quite a few on here to choose from. For Traore, for example, he's probably out of our price range. Cantwell and Berahino, we'll forget about them. Now this Doku guy is really interesting, especially with his release clause. He's athletically really good. His technical stats could do with a bit of work, but he's got a few decent traits there as well. I'm half tempted to just go for him now, but we'll have a look at the others. This guy here, Alexis, I'm not even going to try that last name. He looks a decent all-rounder, but for the release clause that Doku's got, is he really better value for money? I don't think that he is, to be honest. Same with the guy we've just got rid of. We got Brian Buemo here, I think that would be how you say it. And Saint Maximin, as much as I'd love him, I suppose that one is quite unrealistic at the moment. It's not like he's on a free transfer or anything like that. And again, value for money here. We're going to have to pay a full transfer fee for this guy when there's a cheap clause in there for Doku. So I think when it comes to it, we'll just go for Doku, to be honest. He's got a few years on Buemo as well. We keep looking and looking and looking here, but I think the decision's going to end up being that we go for Doku, to be honest. And that's what we are going to do, guys. For 2.75, he's 20 years old, 77 rated already. We can work on his technical stats, and I think he'd bump into the 80s quite quickly. I know we won't be able to do that straight away, but it's something we will be able to do. All we've got to do now is just try and get it over the line. I had a feeling that he'd want a crucial role, which just to get him through the door, we are going to give him. We've got flexibility in that front three at the moment, especially with Lecco being on the bench. At 20 years old as well, like I said, I do want this guy through the door. It's a bargain, really. We'll try and give him the full 5 years, which surprisingly he has actually gone for. He doesn't want the release clause, which is absolutely fine with me. And he's offered a wage, which again is good for me. We're going to try as usual and get rid of that appearance bonus and just see if he'll go for what we've offered him. I doubt that he will, to be honest. But just don't walk out, that's all I want. Just don't walk out, don't walk out, please don't walk out. He's not only not going to walk out, guys, he's actually gone for that wage, which has really surprised me. So yeah, we've replaced Ito already. Whether the guy Doku we've bought in will be as good as him straight away, well, we'll find that out, I suppose. But I'm happy with that bit of business. We've made a major profit. Ito was a free transfer. We've sold him for 9.5 million. And we've replaced him for 2.75 million, so that's good business all round. And speaking of business now, I think it's time to get back onto the pitch, guys, and play this Bristol game. And with the Bristol game being highlights, it means that is going to be it from me for this one. So enjoy the highlights of the last game. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks once again for spending your time and watching. It's appreciated more than you'll know, and I will see you all hopefully for the next one. Bye, guys.